It's not going to be out of question here, Pim, but it does seem like we're going to start to see that B hit come into fruition. They're going to realize the site's pretty much open, but Buster through the smoke into the head is Sirson. What a start to the round for VP.
Yeah, that's going to make this retake a little bit easier. That's a good grenade from Tizian, though. He's no armor right here, though, so it's going to be tough for him. He needs to hit the first bullet. He can't do that. James takes him down, and now this retake looks much more likely to happen. There's still a Molotov on Sanji as well.
This is where you're wanting that incendiary to be tossed down into one of these back corners. Lots of damage inflicted to VP, but Kicker does come out ahead of Xantares, leaving Tabson and Keto remaining. As you highlighted, Tabson, one of the most skilled players, but there's not much he can do when a bullet's put in the back of his head.
It's going to be up to Tizian with the Deagle. It's going to be up to Tabson. Buster takes down Tizian here, though, so that's going to make it way harder. They have no control. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Tabson getting a kill. We see Buster down to 10 HP. There's a bit of an opening here for Big, and that's what you want. You want the players to rotate around. You see them come in here. Xantares, can he hit this shot? Then that's a round open. Not seeming likely, though.
Bomb's going to go down under his tutelage and cover. So again, a decent round by Big. They didn't really put too much into this other than the 4 Deagles. Minimal investment, and they could still take this round yet. A weakened up Buster just on the periphery. The FAMAS-wielding James is trying to feel out where these T's are. They now know both of them are on the side. They're going to try and close in. This is where Deagle can be so very deadly.
But they also have 2 FAMASs, right? And they also have Sirson taking down James. That's a great start. Taking down the star AWPer from Virtus Pro. Exactly what Big needed.
Yeah, great start. Again, they don't actually have any nades on Buster, so that's the importance of that early pick, as you highlighted.
Surely is. It's going to be all to defend this bomb site. He's going to have this duel. He's going to be taken down by Tabson.
Absolutely. I mean, that is the terror of the CT's economy in a nutshell. Even if you do start off in a 2-0, if you take casualties, you know you're only 1 loss away from being right back into the dumps again.
What's this A bomb site? They have 2 guys lined up. Buster with a smoke as well. That's going to be tough for Big to break through. Adrian in a good position here. It is a FAMAS, though. We know that's not always as reliable as an info.
Less bullets, but he does have Buster watching his back, and his Molotov, an island of fire they have to walk over, and all their feet have been burned. It's looking ominous at best for Big. Beautiful flashbang, perfectly timed in Jame on the rotation, finds a Tizian out in the open. Easy pickings in the end, and Sirson can only really watch and try and save the AWP. So VP, hot off the back of having a bit of a rough round.
Map, but in a scenario like this, they must have known that they were running into a fire.
Well, the young blood of Keto is first in, but he's not going to get the first kill. Flashbang in the eyes of Buster, who is yet to die. May very well have his fortunes turned if they push behind this. But they're going to decide against it, which is maybe for the best. 3 players from VP now occupy over on the B side, leaving just Kicker on his lonesome with the SG in middle. This is typically the side they've Molotoved and smoked on arches. They're going to do it again, so we can't see anything. And he's just hoping for the best at this stage. Again, I think they're going to go for a gamble here, though, Pimp. If they obviously lose A, they just try and save on the B side with these 3 players. But they are moving over Jane.
Yeah, it's kind of in between right now, the gambling on both horses, so to speak. And it's going to be up to Kicker here. If he can get 1 or 2 kills, there's a chance. He lines up the first one, not able to connect the second one. There we go, another kill from Kicker, and he stays alive now, so the rotation is coming in from Virtus Pro. This is not looking good for Big. That's what though Tabson takes down. Sorry, Xantares takes down 2 guys. James through the smoke as well. A little bit lucky, and there we go.
As known as the Turkish Terminator for a reason. The guy would just flick it on and everyone would fall in his wake. So yeah, if he wakes up, VP are in trouble.
Let me put it this way, there's a lot of
avoiding death. The Dren, in the meanwhile, going to be backing away on Banana.
Another slow approach coming in from Big Lane. They want to take mid control, and that's a great call. Sanji going down to Xantares, Tabson as well with a kill, and that's it. The double duo of Xantares and Tabson. You want to see them perform. You want to see them do well. And this round is more and more likely to go the way of Big. Slowing it down here, no need to take any unnecessary risk. I like the slow approach. I like the smart approach. They're making sure to cover off the grounds. They smoked off mini pit as well. Now they're moving into this bomb site. There are 2 guys on the side, but that's not going to matter. Tabson's going to take down one of them, Keto the other one, and there we go. An easy round for Big Clan. It's going to make it 3-3. Buster now with an SG. All he can hope for that we've now seen 6 rounds of Counter-Strike. And I'd say that Big Clan in pretty much all of them, they obviously know that the utility they have right now is not good. And there we go. Sirson with Impact getting his first kill. Buster responds back. But this could be it, right? They can get this bomb site now almost for free. Buster is forced into ruins. Big Clan seems like once again they make the right read. Question is, can they execute on it? We need to smoke CT spawn here, Vince. You don't like that, do you?
They don't have one either. And the bomb has crossed, but he's by himself. 30 seconds left. Flashbang's being tossed in. Buster is watching on the side. This is a 4v4, but it's looking like it's going to go the CT's way. They still can't cross. Finally, Keto, though, does connect and domes Kicker out the round with an AWP. That could be the deciding moment. Tizian now swings in for 2. The bomb's still yet to be planted. Buster's here. His HP is high enough to really go for this as well. He might catch them in rotation, in transition. He gives his position away, and they nearly line up for him.
That's impact right there, and that's what you want to see from a guy like Tizian. Now that I do not understand. Keto running up all by himself against the Deagle. No trade frag potential. Goes down. There we go. Taps and gets the kill on Sanji, but here we go. 4 versus 3. This is falling apart from Big.
That's a real messy round. Xantares, though, finally comes in with his SG, lays down the law, laying waste to 2. Only the 1-player advantage, and you can see how scrappy this is. Adren's able to run him right down Banana and try to get around the back of the T's. They have no idea. Now they found him, leaving Buster. 1 on 3, not much. They're doing a good job of holding on to grenades and really going to try and grind this round out again. Smoke into apps, allows James to focus his attention onto the quad side. Oh, I feel like Sanji's going to be a huge part of this round if VP are going to pull it off. The smoke to Library really messed with them, and now they're going to try a wraparound, but there's no player in Banana to pivot off. They're all going to be stuck in the claustrophobic angle of Speedway, but Tabson does come out ahead. 17 seconds to go. Do they check the angle? They do, but Adren's still to line them up.
Oh my God.
The third. That's the round going to VP, unless a miracle happens in 7 seconds. But the Molotov is going to stop them from getting the bomb anyway. What a nightmare. Again, on the line is a spot in the Masters event. Not taking the head off Kirsten, and then Thompson peaks instantly afterwards, just before the smoke plumes. 2 free frags for VP.
Once again, the SG prevails. It's something that's been up in the discussion now. We're going to see that as much this year as we saw it last year, given the price going up in the SG, but it seems like that's still the favorite gun. And a nice flash coming in here from Kickert. Sanji able to pick up that kill on Tizian relatively easy, and this round is going the way of Virtus Pro. There's no need to take any risk. Jane knows that. He falls back middle of the season, but kind of faded out at the end, but it seems like it's been picked up again, right? The price going up in the SG is not going to make that gun less. Buster so far making the best out of it.
Sisson feeling the impact. Nice flick, though, to Kickert. Getting aggressive towards apps after the tactical timeout was deployed.
That's interesting, right? We haven't seen Jane do anything with the AWP, basically, right? He's been trying a few times to get aggressive towards middle, but he's falling back every single time. Either he's just feeling it, you know, we know he's a defensive AWP player, but he's not really feeling for the aggressive plays here on Inferno. Now he's being pushed into the side with an AWP. Not the best position to be in, but look at the minimap right here. They've completely abandoned the A-bomb side. Stacking up 4 guys towards this one. Question is, does Big know that? Are they reading this correct?
They have sent 2 lambs potentially to the slaughter to find out the information about the gun. Shooting around the corner with Xantares. That second shot must have been so slick. He must have spun to Library instantly afterwards. I love to see that again. Jame and Sanji, in the meanwhile, though, they have pieced out. They want no further part of this round. They have an AWP and an M4. It's Jame time. Well and truly. Can't blame him necessarily, though.
Can't blame him, no. That's the 3rd time, I believe, we see Xantares getting a double kill in the middle of the round. I talked about it before. He's not the one closing out the rounds. He's not necessarily opening up the rounds either, but as soon as it gets into a 4 versus 4, as soon as it gets into that middle ground where you have to determine the outcome of the round, or at least the odds of you winning it, Xantares have 3 times now gotten a double kill in just 11 rounds. That's impact at a high level, and that's exactly what you want to see from that guy. He's such a skilled player, and as you said, we didn't get to see that second kill, but that must have been slick.
That was the moment.
To mess around with it for Virtus Pro. We see it again, 34 seconds left. It's going to be a hit towards this B-bomb side, and 8 when picking up another kill through the smokes. That's going to be vital.
He knows he can just cut off that angle. Even if he doesn't get kills, it's going to be hefty damage. They know it's going to be the push now. Sanji with 1. 2 kills have came back instantly, though, from Big. That's keeping the dream alive. They have the bomb on the site. It will get planted momentarily. So even though they took their sweet time and they took casualties on the approach, they still have the slight advantage now on the retake, especially as Jame and Adren are both tagged down. Just a Molotov and a smoke to play with a couple of flashbangs. Positions are solid on Big. two centrally on the site. Now all three players attacked. We are getting towards the dying embers of this half, though. So VP may feel compelled to go for this, but no. They back out, they tap out, and Big will have a 7-5 lead.
I think that's the correct decision by Virtus.pro to tap out of that one. There's no way you're getting into that bomb site. You saw there was still a lot of utility on Susan. He had a Molotov, he had a flash still left here. He goes down to the bomb.
2-0, Tapson, though, he is going to switch up the pace. And he's going to get the rewards onto Sanji. Quicker, though, does get the kill through the box, but he's going to be silenced instantly afterwards. As Xantares does get the avenging frag. There's a slight gap in the smoke. I was about to say it may catch Big off guard, but nope, Tiziad drills Buster in the head with his AK. And we're off for another save.
That's beautiful by Big. Picking up the pace, you know, we've seen them play relatively slow, take banana control, take mid control. That's been the story throughout the entire first half. This round, though, just straight up middle, go towards Arch, you know, make this split on the bomb side, and Tapson with another great entry kill, and we've been seeing him play well thus far. He's sitting at above 100 ADR, 12 kills into this game, and he's having a lot of impact together with Xantares and Tizian for that matter as well. So it's a great start for Big Clan. It feels like they have a game plan, and they're able to change it up as well, you know, pick up the pace, surprise Virtus.pro, and once again, they're just sitting back. They're not doing anything. They're playing way too defensively for my taste right now. They need to do something. We need to see the guy on the screen right here have an impact with the AWP. He's sitting at 4 kills.
He's going to be flashing himself out. He's been tagged, he's been fragged, and it's just gone the same way. Oh, Keto, straight through to AK-47 headshots. That's the round pretty much wrapped up in a neat little ribbon. Unless VP have a hero in a Dren, Sanji, or Kicker. Their economy, again, doesn't really afford them a chance to go for this. And Dren spams up through the smoke, does take down Tapson, but it's a consolation frag. It doesn't really make a difference to how this round is going.
No, it doesn't. And it was like, that was like reading a bad book. You know, you knew how that was going to end, right? You knew exactly what's going to happen from James. He had a spawn towards Banana. We talked about it. They needed to be more aggressive. Big as well. They probably knew that was going to happen either towards Banana or towards middle. So at that point, you know, if I'm Virtus.pro, you can't do anything about it now, but when you go back and look at this demo, you need to change up your playstyle earlier in the half. You need to make Big second guess, what are we to expect now? When you do it this late and when you've only been applying one playstyle, the only adaptation you can do is to be more aggressive, and that's exactly what Big expected. So they send up Keto, he got the job done, and there we go, another round for the German squad. They're playing well right now, they can keep it aside. Is it enough?
Sanji wants to take first point of contact, but Tapson and Theater are cleaning house. VP,
no.
even with the stack, Pimp, you were highlighting it, you were setting up the play perfectly, and they still get wrecked.
Still get wrecked. Still get wrecked. You know, that's the utility, right? Big didn't spend any Molotovs at all to take the banana control. They didn't spend any flashes, any grenades, any flashes for that matter, you know. It was too easy. So when they do the execute on the bomb site, they have all the Molotovs, they have all the flashes, all the smokes at hand, and they were simply just one by one forcing out the Virtus.pro players. That's what happens when you play a little bit too scared and a little bit laid back. James, even with a nice kill here, is not able to do anything about this. Looks a little bit chaotic here, but he's going to go down eventually, and that's going to be first half done and dusted. There's nothing he can do about the outcome. Maybe get a consolidation before I can... Or get a knife in the back. Either way, there we go. 4 guys from Virtus.pro is walking up here. How's this going to pan out, Vince?
P250 can maybe rip and shred through a couple of players, but it's just the flashbang that's going to afford one. Tapson now next up to the plate, and you expect him to get the third kill, a player of his caliber and skill level, but they peek out one too many times looking for the upgraded USP, and it cost him his life.
That's it. 3 versus 2 now for Big Clan. Good position. Tizian still aggressive towards Banana. If he goes down and he does to James, that's going to be it, right? The bomb site is open. Virtus.pro doesn't know that, though, and they're not willing to act on it. Slowing it down, making sure the smokes comes in. Looks like they want to head up to this bomb site, but CT spawn is still open. That's Xantares. We know how deadly he can be with a pistol. Smoke goes down. That's going to make it a tiny bit harder for him. And we're into a 2 versus 2, and this is always a gamble, right? It can always go both ways at this point. Xantares is not able to find any gaps through the smoke. Question is he going to act on this one? Is he going to walk through it as soon as he hits the bomb plant? Or is he going to wait on his teammate? Looks like it's going to be the second option here.
Yeah, especially with that smoke going down. Can't really afford to do too much. It would be an audacious play if he decided to push through there, but now Searson has joined him. The backup has arrived. No kits between the two of them, no grenades to play off either. And James just the other side of the smoke. Xantares gets totally surprised by that, and then James goes into Searson, so both pistols.
Gets a connection, but it goes down as well, and that's not going to be enough. Hiro I don't know why he spent his smoke on that. That was not really necessary, but it's not going to pan their weight anyway. Keto goes down as well. Jame with a double kill. Sancho following up. That's it. There was potential for Big here, but again, it seemed like they didn't really have a plan with this stack. They were just stacking and hoping for the best. Whereas if you do want to do a proper stack, you need a certain plan. You need to think in your utility. Like, you have a smoke, how are you going to use it? If they come into you, if they're going to execute on us, how am I going to put it down? And how are we going to act off it? And it seemed to me like that was just a improvised decision by Big that didn't really pan out the way they wanted to.
I do wonder if that Keto smoke was like an attempt at like a 200 IQ play to try and fake as if a player was in U-box and extinguish
maybe,
it.
and they were actually looking towards that,
exactly,
right? They were
so
not really realizing he was there, so maybe that was the play, but at that point you're sacrificing your entire team, right?
Didn't work anyway, right?
No. And there's only so much you can do alone on a bomb site.
There we have it. Fireworks more than anything else for Bust Up. You got a front row seat. Oh, the nades back though are doing so much damage. It's carnage, it's mayhem, it's a slaughter, and it's a clean sweep of a round for VP. The stack doesn't work down with a Molotov as well. It's going to force him out into the open, and that smoke stops anyone else from helping him out. There's a team kill in amongst the frenzy. Jame splatters Kicker. 8 seconds to go. The bomb's in an awkward spot. It's going to take them a little bit longer to get the bomb planted now. I guess the CT's that little bit closer in arches to try and pivot off a retake. Damage inflicted to Jame as he catches his three off round. Flashbang perfectly timed. Dren gets hit by it. Has to switch to his Deagle. The heroics, the last stand isn't quite big enough. And now Jame on 6 HP. He is going to be knocked down. They had no kit, but they do have
They
time.
can just sit back, relax, and be ready for this hit. That's a good network. That's good spam as well. We saw Adrian do that in the first half as well. Now Xantares follows it up with a Molotov as well. This is going to be tough for Virtus.pro. Very, very tough.
Exactly. They know it's going to be an A play now, so they can afford to go for these plays. Spanning up through smoke, showing their hand, tossing their nades, and they've done a very good job of managing their grenades. They still have an incendiary left and a flashbang. Dren now going to be moving through. 8 seconds to go. He's going to try and get the bomb planted in the smoke. And he does successfully get it down. Kicker, in the meanwhile, runs out of ammunition, has to switch to his Glock, but the smoke is going to offer him sanctuary to replenish that mag. And then Dren comes back in with more. tabseN saving the life of his teammates on the site just for a little bit longer, and then chips in for a second and a third, and it's another successful retake. He hasn't had many opportunities. That being said, though, here comes the aggressive play we're looking for. And tabseN instantly chips in with a headshot, and that's going to slow things down. There's Molotovs. They're burning alive on the approach. It is going to be another very difficult take, but Jame has made it maybe a little bit more possible. Keto through the smoke, gets himself another one. He's up to 2 frags for the round, and now Jame in a 1v4 in the smoke. The Prowler gun not going to betray him, but Keto
playing best. They've had the best, game plan coming into this one, and we also see the individuals stepping up. That, though, was a little bit of a mistake from Keto, and that's an opening for Virtus.pro, and maybe that's exactly what they need to crawl back into this game. They only have 2 AK-47, rested on pistols. They've invested anything and everything into this round, so if I'm Big Clan, I don't want to give this one away. That was a bit of a mistake here.
Small gap affords him the chance to go for that incursion. Player drops grenades with him. As you say, that does put Big on the back foot. I remember they came into this round with a measly 2 AKs and some pistols, so this would be quite the turnaround. This could be their last gasp to try and pull this game back and make it an interesting one. No rotation through Banana. syrsoN is watching it by himself with the AWP. Going to be greeted with a Molotov from Jame. Time again, though, is starting to dwindle away, but they are setting up. Once that smoke clears in apps, they may go for a waterfall. Flashbang out, and here comes a tsunami of terrorists and his Kicker. That's going to get the first, but tabseN and Xantares have been left completely untouched, and tabseN and Xantares going to pick up
the best player from Germany. He has the potential to be one of the best players in the world. And he's showcasing that right now. And Tico coming in from Virtus.pro here. Xantares getting a nice double frag. syrsoN as well with the AWP. There's nothing Virtus.pro can do about this. It's going to be 15-8. It's going to be match point for Big Clan. And at this point, Vince, what do you do if you're Virtus.pro?
I wish I had the answers, Pimp. I really do. I feel like...
I thought you were a free-time coach as well, spare time coach, yeah?
Strangely enough, no.
No?
That'll be a huge surprise to
That's
many.
my mistake, man. Sorry.
And rip 7 match points on the side of...
Some demo watching he can do and maybe change up that play going on further to the tournament if Virtus.pro decides to play in the tournament once again. Now coming in with the last push of the game, tabseN and Keto shuts them down. That's it, Vince. That's it.
Yeah, that surely has to be the final nail being put into the coffin. tabseN has been boosted up. k1to's gone down. The SG now ripping through the smoke, nearly claims a second frag, and now Xantares stands tall.